I'm Monty Banister, Dr. Monty Banister. Today I want to talk about swine flu, or H1N1 as doctors like to call it. So, swine flu with a predicted death toll of anywhere between 90,000 or 450,000, depending on who you ask, is a real problem and potentially a real killer. So I'm going to tell you a few ways of how to try and avoid catching such a disease. Statistically proven, as you can see by this graph, your immune system is very, very damaged by excessive masturbation. This graph will show you, as you can see, the age of people catching such diseases and similar things goes up during your late teens, early 20s, and then drops away again after that, which statistically obviously proves that that is due to masturbation. As you can see by this second graph, the amount of deaths in certain countries is higher than others, and we will see that in Mexico has a much lower death rate than America, and even though the present illness originally developed in Mexico. So what is the reason for this? Well, simple, because Americans are bigger wankers, and as you can see by this graph, England is also not far behind. So there's a real danger here. You really must help yourself. Now, the best way to help yourself, of course, is simply by not masturbating, and also staying away from people who do. You can see that the virus originally, in this graph, was caused by farmers being just a little too amicable with their livestock. Now, this is very clearly proven by the graph of the 1963 outbreak of sheep flu that was discovered in Wales. And as you can see, there's a spike here in 1963 before they made it illegal to shag your sheep. So what do? We avoid our friends, because you see, even if your friends have the slightest illness or the slightest symptoms of any illness, you must completely avoid them. That way you will not catch whatever illness they have, which means you have to completely blank them. Don't answer their phone calls, don't write to them. If they write to you, ignore it, tear it up, throw it in the bin. You may lose a lot of friends, but that's not a bad thing. As you can see from this graph, the more friends you have, the more likely you are to catch an illness. So don't worry about your ex-friends, because after all, they'll be dead soon anyway, and it's just one less funeral for you to have to go to. So what other methods are there to avoid catching illness? Well, as everybody knows, and every good doctor will tell you, lots of vitamin C. Vitamin C, of course, is available in all kinds of different fruits, but avoid oranges because, as everybody knows, they give you cancer. So, in conclusion,